And here we are. Howdy, y'all.
Yeah,
We're back. It's Tuesday, 5:30-ish.
it is Tuesday.
We got Brent here and Joe and RJ and James so far. Howdy, fellas.
Hey, welcome
Good
in
to see all of y'all.
the land where so many things are happening.
Yeah.
What What's quite interesting is the amount of I'm just like scanning Amazon right now. The number of Mavic 4s you can buy now. They're all different prices. They're all over the place, but they go through Amazon. So that's very interesting. That means that the Mini 5 is going to come through Amazon as well. So
No, it's not.
it's going to
We'll talk about the Mini 5 Porky here in a minute.
I call it the spider, the drone with
Matt's tech actually came up with a term that the Mini 5 Porky.
Mini 5 Porky.
Yeah. And Jody is here. Howdy.
How you doing?
Yeah, there's some wild shit going on with the Mini 5 right now, isn't there?
Yeah, it's just interesting. And it's amazing, because you got your Nano pretty fast, like 2 days, right?
Yep.
I
I
think I
ordered
just
the shit that was in stock. 128 delivery day after tomorrow.
yeah, they switched my day around and I ended up getting it Sunday. It showed up, which was cool because I charged it up and threw it on my bike and
This is what we're talking about.
yes. Yeah, what's interesting is people are mistaking Nano with Neo. And if you do a search on it, even the computer confuses DJI Nano with Neo. It's really interesting. I think
Well,
that's it. Yeah. Anyway,
there's so much confusion going on right now. Nano, Neo.
so what's your first impression with that? Yeah,
I love
you're
it.
first because you got yours first. So
Yeah, well, I haven't had a chance to go fly with it yet.
yeah, I don't have a
I've
flight.
just been playing around here with it for a bit. I mean, nothing really that you could call any kind of testing,
Can
but
you can you put the camera on with the cover? I was just curious. Can you put the camera on with the case, or do you have to take the case off for the TPU?
for the TPU, you have to take the case off.
Okay, I was just curious about that one.
And there are people out there warning about using the case for FPV with any kind of clamp because that camera is sitting in this case only by magnet and it will come out.
Yeah, it'll flip out of there.
It can flip out of there. It's already happened. So, I mean, that thing just kind of slides in there and there's not much holding it in.
I know we're DJI pumpers here because it's just hard not to be. But this is a really neat camera. I'm very impressed with it. It is
Well,
very cool.
the big selling point to me was there's no screen on the back to get crashed
Yeah.
in a crash, and this lens thing in the front, it's replaceable. You just unscrew it, put another one on it. So
Yeah, I was thinking about
the
getting
thing
a
is, no, the Action 2 is great, but if you crash it and you crack the lens or the screen on the back, you're done.
what's the have you seen any replacement lenses at all? I'm just curious if you saw
I
any.
haven't seen any yet.
I'm
Uh,
you know, I'm just trying to figure out.
on day one, I saw advertisements for the ND filter set, and I didn't snap to it, and I didn't order them, and now you can't find them.
I'm just curious about whether I should get a UV filter or another lens, because both of them are going to
Get a
protect
UV
it.
filter.
Well, the UV, I think it's $19. You know, for basically a UV filter will act as a replace, you know, as a protection,
Yeah.
but you also get a filtering effect, which is nice when it's nasty. For example, when I flew my Avata 2 the other day, that had a UV filter on. You'll notice that it created a little bit more of a richer image. But
Um,
heat,
we're
oh,
still stepchildren in the U.S. was this, because this was not officially released in the U.S.
Howie asked about
This,
heat.
yeah, this has not been officially released in the U.S. If you ask DJI about the Nano, they will tell you it's not a product sold in the U.S. It's like the Mini 5. It doesn't exist. Even though it's the DJI store on Amazon that sells this stuff. I don't know how that works, but
I don't either.
you
All I know is,
cannot get Care Refresh on this. They
yep.
will not offer it to you. Okay. And if you go ring up their customer service, they will tell you this is not a product released in the US. Just like the freaking Mini 5. If you order a Mini 5 out of South Korea and you go to activate that thing, don't expect to be offered to be able to get CareFresh on it. If you got issues with it, you probably have to go to a third-party vendor to get the blessed thing fixed.
Okay, Howie, I'm going to answer your question about the heat. I have mine in high bit rate. Okay, so I am running it. And that whole time that I was messing around with my bike on that about half-hour trip, I had no heat related shutdowns, zero. 4K 30, and it's roughly 85 degrees, something like that. So, and I'm taking it out of the pod and I'm putting it back in, back and forth. So since I'm doing that, I'm sure it's a heat sink. It's probably helping it, but nothing. I didn't have any heat problems.
No, I have not heard anybody having heat problems with this thing.
I heard.
I will primarily use it as an FPV camera, so it'll be on top of my quad, so I'll never have overheating issues with that. But I'm seeing Mike is here, and Michael Wright, and Barkley is here, and Warren Akiraso, and did I miss anyone else?
For you guys that are wondering,
Barkley, if you have heat problems in the winter, just put a lighter, closer, or a candle closer to your butt. As you vent, it'll ignite and it'll warm things up nicely for you.
As you know, I'm a huge fan of the small cameras, the quirky ones. And I can't tell you, because Kai kind of corrected me on something really important a minute ago. I did not know this, and I'm going to actually have to do another video. But he's basically saying that when I've got my Mini connect to this, my mic Mini, that it disables the screen function. I did not know that. I just thought it didn't work that way. So that was interesting. I did not know that. So either Kai's saying something about maybe a firmware in the future. It would make no sense that it wouldn't work.
Am I planning a meetup soon? I probably should. It's been freaking crazy on my end, and I really been kind of neglecting that part of it. Actually, ideally, it would be next week. Is that next first weekend of the month? Yeah. Oops. It's gonna be a short notice one, I guess. I don't know. Well, we'll have to play it by ear because I'll see to see when I get when the field is available. So, FTFO gentlemen, who you talking to? Jim's is here.
I think
Yeah.
it's sixes size wise. This is teeny bit smaller, but it's so insignificant. They're just the same camera. They're really there's a lot of similarities. It's hard to break them apart.
I really want to see Manstech is doing a comparison between the Nano and the Action 2.
Yeah, that's right. I did see that on he had a quad mounted with the Action 2.
Yeah, he's got both of them mounted on the same quad, flying them at the same time. So he showed some of his footage on his last live stream, but he's actually putting together a whole video about it. So
My
but
my
no,
theory on that is it's a win-win no matter where you go. We have gone so far with the self-contained small cameras that all of them do really good stabilization. All of them do really good video. There's so much like that makes them all good. And it's just a win-win-win for anything like 3-inch. I would say, what do you think? 3-inch maybe would you put it on anything smaller than a 3-inch?
I would start about 2.5 inch.
2.5. Okay.
Yeah. This thing weighs what, 52 grams.
Yeah. So we look at
So
weight.
what's a TPU mount? You're looking what, 60 grams. So a 2.5 inch should be able to handle that. But I mean, are you gonna? I'm looking at this to use it whenever I fly walk snail because I don't get a 4K off of that. No, 1080 is the max you get out of walk snail, unless you have the moonlight. But you know,
It's an
for
easy
all
solution.
the other walk snail VTX is 1080 is it. So even the GT series, um, any the pros, the HD V2, they're all 1080. So this put that on top of it, you get your 4K footage. Done.
I
Speaking of win, get the Mini 5 Pro. Oof. All right, I'm going to go on a freaking rant now about the Mini 5 Porky and this whole discussion about the freaking weight on that thing.
Mini 5 Porky.
Yeah, it's actually Matstake came up with that term, so copyright Matstake on that. But Mini 5 Porky describes this thing to a T.
He thinks he's pretty funny.
Well, sometimes he's got some good ones.
I appreciate his humor.
Yeah. The Mini 5 has not officially been released in the US. It's been released to Europe. Europe has a plus minus 10% or 3% tolerance on their weight limit. So the 0.55 pounds plus minus 3% in Europe. And yeah, DJI barely squeezes under that mark, but they do squeeze under it, and that's why they got their freaking C0 label in Europe. That C0 label don't mean shit for the Brits because they all of a sudden decide not to partake with that anymore. They're doing their own little thing. So anyhow, The US does not have set tolerance. It's 0.55 pounds or 249 grams. And I heard some geniuses say, well, 0.559 pounds is still 0.55 because they always round down, not up. And then you come to 253 grams, and it's like, what the fuck? You know, that it's $5 to register that blessed drone. Actually, it's if you flying just recreational, it's $5 for you to register, and you can use the same number on every one of your freaking drones. Okay, you're not in a freaking exempt status in the sub 250. You still have to fly by all the same rules everybody else does.
Yeah.
The only thing that you don't have to do in sub 250 is register each drone individually like the 107 folks do. Like that guy. He's got to register each drone individually because he's on the 107.
Yeah, if you look at my Avata, that one's got a registration tag. I got anything that I've got that's fat.
Yeah.
I just got to pay.
Every drone that you use for commercial purposes has to have its own registration.
I believe I've got. I think I've registered. I because I usually have one of my one of my 5-inch, that 6-inch FPV. That one's got to have a registration.
Yeah.
I mean, even though people say, just, fly without it or whatever, but it's $5. So it's nice to have the sticker and pull it out and go, there it is,
Yeah. Wow.
I'm thinking about flying with the 3.5, throwing that on the 3.5-inch, the Santa Whoop.
You could register the Mini 3 Pro and the Mini 4 Pro because both of them came with the larger battery, which put it over the weight anyhow. So those, were the Mini 4K, the Mini 1, Mini 2. Don't bother. I mean, you really have to screw up to get those above 250. But anyway. The difference between 250 above and below 250 is $5 freaking.
Yeah.
You're not exempt from the rules. Was a sub 250? You still fly the same freaking rules. Matter of fact, when you use the recreation exemption, it tells you even in there, you still have to abide by a CBO set of rules. So technically, when they're coming out in the field, if Mr. FAA were to come out in the field and knock on your shoulder and you tell him, well, it's up to 50, he'll ask you, which CBO are you flying under? Yeah.
Most of it's self-regulated right now anyway. There's nobody asking any of those questions. And you do it for your own I do it because it makes me feel better. As a pilot, I just like, you know what? I've got things taken care of.
Yeah.
I don't, what's just, I'm random here. I'm flying around different topics. You know what nobody talks about? They don't talk about the flip. Everybody just forgot about it. It's just freaking it. And it's as cheap as the Mini 3 right now.
The flip was a novelty.
The flip has got a lot of advantages. You can fly it without a controller. You can fly it with actually your phone.
Yeah.
You can fly it without a controller. You can fly it with the N3 controller. And you can also fly it with the RC2.
DJI shot themselves in the foot was the Neo and the flip. Okay? Because the Neo is so much cheaper and it does everything the flip does.
Right. It does. That's true. But the flip's got the better camera. That's for sure. But you saw my footage that I got on the riverboat this summer.
I mean, people are going to be like, okay, 100 and whatever, $199 or whatever that the Neo was versus 400 and some dollars. Yeah.
Do you know that the Neo is officially a kamikaze drone right now? Because when I was flying it on the riverboat, I literally, since I was in Addy mode, I couldn't land it. I crashed it into the riverboat. So if it had an explosive device, it would have been officially a kamikaze drone.
Uh,
It hit a table and then rolled up on a chair. And let me tell you something. Nothing happened to that thing. Not a scratch. It was the greatest ever. I love that drone, but I don't own it anymore because that's how fast technology comes and goes, you know. And it sounds it's obnoxious. It's louder. It doesn't have really nice smooth flight characteristics. That's why I got rid of it, and I bought a Mini 3. It's basically a Mini 3 with prop guards. But it does more things. It does selfie things. It does all the controllerless stuff. Plus, it folds down small. You throw it in your backpack. You don't bring anything with you. You get those shots. Hiking, great for a hiking buddy. But anyway, we're all over the place. But there's so much stuff to be all over the place. You get into this discussion about the Mini 5.
well, at least we're not in Denmark. And for those that don't keep up with that, Denmark actually shut down their airspace for civilian drones for 5 days. Actually, Denmark shut down their freaking border over drones. They were searching vehicles coming over the German border for drones. They had incidents with drones flying over their military installations. They had drones flying over their airports. There were 2 airports that are close to Germany that were flown over, and they just put the kibosh to it and said, no more. So old Henrik's going to be a little heartbroken right about now because he ain't getting to fly for a couple of days. So there's that.
All birds in Denmark need remote ID.
Yep.
Mini 5 is hop swappable. That's interesting. Hey, I want to own the Mini 5. I'm just telling you. I'd be quite honest. I'm just going to have to be patient. This happened with me.
If the Mini 5 is hot swappable, then it needs to have an onboard battery somewhere.
I'm going to be very patient. I know I'm going to get into the Mini 5 eventually. I'm going to be late to the party once again, just like I was for everything else, which is okay. And it's just because it's that good. It's got all those, the sensors give you one extra thing. It gives you the AI functions, and it gives you the ability to do smart shots. So one of the things I like to do is get landmarks, and then I put it, and I get my landmark in my spotlight mode, and I like to let it work in spotlights. It's so nice. And you just get that glorious contrasty video. I can imagine it's going to be beautiful, but you can do that with the Air 2S. Did I just say the Air 2S?
Yeah.
We weren't going to go anywhere without talking about that, because the Air 2S does everything the Mini 5 does.
That's why I still have the Air 2S, and that's still my one and only camera drone. It works. I've got the RC Pro with it, so I don't need anything other than that. But FTFO wants to know, do you think the U.S. would do a total drone ban if it becomes a threat to the government? Good luck is all I can say on that, because it wouldn't be enforceable.
Yeah,
I don't think that there's enough law enforcement in the U.S. to enforce such a ban.
no, it's not realistic either. We're not going to do that. We would do it in a national emergency if there's some kind of terrorist act, just like 9/11. They can ground aircraft for something like that, and that would
Yeah.
be completely justified. And you fly that day, you're just dumbass, an absolute dumbass. But if yeah, it doesn't make any serious sense.
If you have to turn off the Mini 5, pop out the battery, and it has an auto start when you put the new battery in, then it's not hot swappable.
Turn off
Hot
battery, pop out.
swappable is the thing stays on at all times. DJI's bigger drones have hot swappable because they have dual batteries.
Yeah.
So you take one battery out, put a new one in, and then you swap out the other one, and it can run on one battery or the other while you're doing that.
The grave historian. He's in. All right. Hey, I got a chance to do a grave history walk with when I was in New Orleans. That was pretty interesting. That's all I'm going to say about that. 14 stops of dynamic range.
I was gonna do the graveyard tour there and or go over one of those graveyards in New Orleans.
It's
And
interesting.
then I found out you had to go, book a tour and have a tour guide and everything.
There's
Yeah.
interesting stories.
Well, I mean, this is the advantage when you're a little bigger than your average bear. Even though there's a wall around it, all I had to do is reach up and take my pictures. Made it pretty freaking easy for me. We ended up walking all around the freaking cemetery anyhow. Was trying to find the entrance to it. And I guess we start walking around the wrong ways. And then I just popped over the wall and took a couple pictures. That was easy enough.
I'm curious. UPS is supposed to drop something off today, and I think they may have. It's something I talked to you about, but I think that's what it is. I'm not a very good. I don't keep secrets very well. So Kai's keeping my deepest and darkest secrets right now.
The mystery.
It's very interesting what's going on, though. Everybody's very bold now that DJI is kind of like a kind of a wounded bird right now. They're a wounded animal, and everybody's just like stabbing it with little things. But the wounded animal keeps putting out great products, man. Holy crap. Did you know another big news was that the 360 camera went down in price, like significantly, like way down. They're in the $400 range already. Usually they start in the $500 range. That's their first level of budget number, and they're already down to 400. They're having trouble selling those things. So
yeah, well,
I don't want one. I don't want one at all. This little camera.
I have no interest in buying that thing.
You saw what I do with my bike trips. The video on this first person when you attach it is unbelievably good. The stave on it is great. It's a point and shoot camera, and the video quality is really good. If you have a choice between the Action 5 and that one, the reason why I would go with that is because you just have more unique stuff you can do. And I got rid of I sold my Ace Pro 2 today. That's gone out the door because I replaced it with this thing. This thing does what the Ace Pro 2 does. And just as good. As good as if I would have taken this one this summer, I'd have been very happy. Either one. Ace Pro 2 is amazing. It's a great camera. It's got really good, solid lens, but the color, the color science on it is not, the same as the log form of you're getting out of the DJI cameras. So, and right now you can, with the smaller cameras, you're getting the same quality. And what was Jim was saying? He was basically saying that you get 14 stops of dynamic range. Now you're saying the Mini 5, right? Was that comment about that? I mean, that's the bit depth that we're getting with that camera. That means that I could go and take my what I call my intro shot and improve it with this newer camera. I don't know how I'd improve it because it's amazing already. But what else we got to hit here?
What else do we have to hit? We're done with Porky now.
Pro Max or Flip? Pro Max or Flip? Anybody have a thought on that one? Real quick. Would you buy the Pro Max? Would it be the Pro Max 8K or the DJI Flip? That to me is, prices are kind of balanced right now.
Well, I think GoPro is working on a second generation of a 360 camera.
Well, GoPro has the same problem. They've been a long time coming with their software. And I don't know, I think anybody that's a purist that wants the software experience you get with the Insta360 X5, that's a very difficult order to have to match. It really is. So I don't know. I think once again GoPro is late for the party. Too little, too late. Stick a fork in them. It's Halloween. Stick a dragon steak in it. I think they screwed up again. As much as I was excited for them to release something, they just didn't. They didn't produce anything. So
I don't know how much longer.
Stops of auto.
I don't know how much longer GoPro can hang on at this point.
Guy offered me a Flip with 4 batteries and an RC Pro 2 controller. Wow, for $500, buy it. I'm gonna probably replace. I sold my Flip, but I would. It's kind of like the Mini 3. I would be a buyer with it if it gets to a certain price point, because it's got a use case for me. For a bike review, it's like the perfect drone for the bike review. Right now, it's the Neo, because the Neo is tiny and compact, doesn't weigh anything. Throw it in your backpack, take it out, throw it in the air, and it's doing the crap you want it to do. And if it crashes into a tree, nobody cares. The Flip does the same thing. It'll crash into a tree too and survive. It'll crash into a freaking riverboat at full speed. I have the captain's permission to crash it. I don't think he thought I was going to crash it, but I needed an extra set of hands that day. It's hard to fly in Addy mode. And what they call it, it's hard to fly in Addy mode and try to grab it at the same time. I was trying to figure that out. I was literally, you get a lot of battery time. So I'm like, okay, I'm puzzling this out. I'm like, I got to bring this in here. I got to bring it in here. I got to bring it in here. I'm trying to grab it. and get it closer and closer. And it's like right there in front of me. I'm sitting there. The boat is going away from me. It's flying towards me on the back of the stern of the ship. I'm sitting there. Well, it's a boat since it's on a river. But anyway, can you see that? It's dinner time. Everybody's down eating. So I'm like, pick the time where there was nobody there.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. It was a comedy of errors, man.
He picked the time where it wouldn't be embarrassing.
Oh God, it would have been so embarrassing. Yeah, it's the RC2, not the Pro, right? Yeah. The RC Pro 2. It's just the RC2. If it's the RC Pro, I don't think it works with that. So that's just a good deal. It's you can get the drone only on Amazon right now for $449. So you can buy the Flip with a 128 gigabyte card. So it'll come with the SD card for $449. That's a really good deal. And if you want to, you can buy my extra N3 controller and fly it with that. I still have one left. I actually bought the RC2 because it was $300. I figured I could use it for other things because I could fly the Neo with the RC2 as well. So it was nice. So another thing you should be looking for if you're, looking for crazy deals and people getting rid of their gear, that's some right there. You can buy the N3 and the Mini or in the Flip for $479. So for an extra $30, you can get the N3 controller. So I can hear that's UPS out there. My dog's freaking out.
He likes the UPS man.
Oh yeah, he loves it.
With a little ketchup, not half bat.
Yep.
Hey, buddy, stay for dinner.
That's right. There he comes. I've got my cameras on the UPS truck right now. I should record this as he comes up to the door. I wish I had a camera inside. I just want to see the size of box this guy's coming with. I'm kind of nervous right now. I'm hoping it's a small box. Here he comes. Yep, smaller box. Oh my gosh, that could be it, Kai. That could be the freaking toy showing up. Oh yeah. Oh, Steve's on the door right now, scaring the guy. Oh, there he goes. All right, should I go pick that up and find out if it is it? Kaya will at least know. Yeah, I think it might be. I'm curious. Let me go check. It'll be fun. Just find out. Okay, we're not going to tell anybody what's in the box, but we're going to definitely find out if it is the box.
If it is the box.
The box.
He's not going to spare us the moment.
We need to talk about the Emacs too, right? Are we?
Yeah. We're going to talk about the Emacs too, but yeah, I'm really fed up with the old Mini 5 bullshit that's going on right now. Now I did, and you see it on my collar, I did buy the DJI Mini mic to go with this, and it's kind of handy because it comes with this extra little case here. Well, let me make myself bigger since Knucklehead ain't here. So the Mini comes with this little case to put all the Mini stuff into. Well, that camera fits in there just a dandy, and you still have enough room to stick the Mini mic in there and whatever cables you need to charge the whole works. So it's very, very handy. Well, he's got the box.
Oh yeah, it's the box. It's got to be it. It's going to be a lot of Chinese writing on it. And no, it's not the Mini 5. It could be, though. If I would have been
Well,
that stupid, it would have Korean writing on it.
yeah, no, the only mini that I'm interested in is this mini mic right here.
Oh, the Mini mic, I told you, is one of the best products that has come
Freaking
out.
40 bucks, and
Noise,
it
and it's
Bluetooth.
noise canceling.
It's Bluetooth. It Bluetooth to my computer, so I'm using it now on a live stream.
The sound is amazing. Kai, when I was doing the bike ride with that thing, I thought, oh my God, this mic is clipping all over the place. This is going to be terrible audio. I got back and it was perfect, even after I changed the gain setting on it. So I'm like, it's smarter than me.
Yeah,
which isn't saying
really,
much, right?
That's really a standard.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's what it is. All right, we'll end that. That's when it ends. Okay, it is gonna be fun. Oh yeah. I think this is my favorite toy of the year coming that just showed up. We'll see. I have never flown it, so I have no idea.
Yeah, Eat More Possum was asking, is it a Golfon Pro 6SEX2 HD drone?
It's a Me Fun 10 with 18K camera. Oh my God, guys, I've been getting some crap drones, haven't I? That one, the Glee's Fun, which is the AKA Ruko F11 2, or I think it is F11. No, the F11 Pro 2, same freaking drone. They're the same cost, same company, different color. People are saying that. I'm like, yeah, I'm not. Now, if you recall, I did a 7-part series of me looking for Mr. F11 Pro 2, and I never found it. Never. And if Glee's Fun got lost in the same desert, being green, it probably would still be there as well. H20 Mavic 3 Pro sub 250 for no way. H20 Mavic 3 Pro. Oh, $89. Oh man, guys, I've been looking.
That reminds me of that freaking $99 drone they were advertising when I first started getting into drones. They were advertising this drone for $99, and they were taking pictures and footage from a Mavic Pro and selling it and saying, no, this is the footage from this drone. Yeah, it took a little bit for me to freaking figure this one out. And I mean, Chinese marketing.
I'm looking for an Air 2S right now, and I can't find anything even close to anything reasonable with price. $2,500, $1,699. Kai, you got yourself a gold mine there.
I guess I need to sell mine now,
dude. It is expensive, and it's the lost. It's the missing link. It's a one. People forget that it's Bapes. It's a. I forget if it's with a battery. What does it weigh? Do you think? 420 grams, 450? Or is it lighter than that?
Air 2S, look at DJI website. They should have it on their website. I thought it was around 600, actually.
Was it that much? Are you sure? Really? Could be.
Yeah, it's pretty hefty.
Tiny Hawk Light.
Now we're gonna get into that here in a minute.
Tiny Hawk. Is it the Tiny Hawk 3 that we're looking at?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to get set up here.
Let's see. Air 2S. Specs. 595 gram
Oh,
takeoff
wow.
weight.
Yeah. Damn. That is a porky one. But it's carrying a
Once
big
you go
camera.
over 250, I mean, what's the freaking difference?
Yeah. It's a nice beefy camera. That thing, I'm telling you, man, anything that Captain Drone has done to crash his, that thing will take a beating. And the sensors are awesome on it. It's got a really big front facing field of sensors that are angled at two different,
Yeah.
planes. And it doesn't have rear. Does it have rear? I think it doesn't. Does it have rear? I think
It does.
it does. Okay. So you got basically 360-degree sensing, just nothing from the top down or something like that. And which, whatever. So, and I flew the Air 3S or 2S into a tunnel of trees, and it found its way through it. I just kept pushing it forward and it was working and working and working. And then I found a little space to come out and it found its way out. I mean, and it didn't run into a twig, nothing. But you can't like put it at high speed. It can't think that fast.
Now it's got obstacle avoidance front and back and down. Nothing on left or right. So, but anyway, yeah, let's switch gears a little bit, and I'm gonna share the screen because this is something that came across my feed recently, and where's that? There it is. The Tiny Hawk 3 Plus.
Oh, it's plus. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it is. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you can buy it as an analog, and at analog it comes in at $289. Come on, switch it over.
Oh, it's HD0. That's their.
Yeah, there's an expensive version that's the HD0. That's $500. I mean, that's a freaking drone, goggles, and controller all in one
Right.
shot.
Yeah, that's everything.
Yeah, that's a whole kit.
Oh, right. And you can actually take the front of the goggles off and put it on the controller, right? Is that
Yeah, you can
yeah.
take the screen from the goggles off and stick it onto the controller, and
Which is a great solution with flying. I mean,
for
I
some
don't mind it.
people that can't deal with like he's got it on this here. Some people just can't deal with the motion sickness.
Right.
So, and this is a starting out kind of situation. I mean that it brings you into HD0. Why will this not? Let me refresh the freaking page.
Yeah, I was having problems
There we
getting
go.
it. Yeah.
Analog is $290.
It's an entry-level product and
Ready to fly. I mean, this is ready to fly. It comes with everything. Comes with the batteries. I mean, you all set was this thing. And this is a good way to start out. Has 12 old 25 motors, so that's 2.5 tall, 12 mil diameter, and 2.5 tall. And then you've got an HD version, you've got the analog version. I think this are all HD pictures they've got here that they have posted. But this is not a bad deal for somebody starting out.
no, I have one of those deals. Actually, I need to let mine go. I still have it around here somewhere. I have the the Beta FPV all-in-one flying kit there, and I could never make it work because I couldn't. The goggles just don't adjust. I had to make it up to those guys on that one because I just can't fly this thing. I don't have any analog goggles, and it's so that's.
So what are you saying, Tony? You spent a whole bunch of money on DJI, and now DJI is pulling out.
Hey, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
As long as you don't need service, you'll be fine.
You're just gonna have to, figure it out. We'll be good.
Yeah. And that LiDAR thing, that the holy grail LiDAR that's on there now, it's got issues in the daytime, just so y'all know. It doesn't like daytime. Too bright. Too much light.
Yep, we're finding that there's problems in a lot of different drone platforms with that same issue, that the LiDAR is subject to reflections, and
Makes one wonder if that's actually LiDAR, or if the Chinese marketing folks again took a little liberty in translation. Because LiDAR is supposed to be more like a penetrating thing. Like when you talk grown-up LiDAR, where they fly over like a wooded area,
right.
with LiDAR, they can do a scan of the terrain below the trees. So LiDAR might just be a little, they may have just taken some freedoms with translating terms there. Yeah, you'll be in a shady place. I get that. But I don't know. I'll have to talk to my experts in the paranormal world as far as what LiDAR does with phenomena. So,
Well, you can get the heat sensing cameras now from Cadix.
I know I happen to know a set of brothers that live here close by to me that actually were on TV for a while.
You
The
can put the
Kling brothers.
You can put the Cadix Eclipse on your system and fly with the thermal for $700. Holy crap, that's expensive.
Yeah, if anybody ever watched Ghost Lap on Discovery Channel, those were the Kling brothers. And I actually live about a couple miles from where I'm living here. Even though they're now retiring from the paranormal world.
We are retiring from finding ghosts. Chapito.
All it says, LiDAR is meant for low light, just like the iPhone 17, 16, 15 Pro Max. Okay. No such thing as ghosts. You heard it here first. No such thing as ghosts.
I'm not going to put up with that anti-ghost discussion on this channel here. That's detrimental to the spirit world. I'm looking for current looking for Cadix gear. You can get the the Vista kit still there for $180.
Vista kit?
Yeah, the Vista, whatever, the micro, the FPV Vista camera, the Caddx Polar with the Polar camera. The
You
old
can
school.
you still can buy new Nebula Pro for about 160 now.
Yeah. So once again, we get into the goggle talk. You want to you want to get the
Yeah.
the compatible the
That's
goggles
why
too.
that's why I ditched my goggles 3 and went back to the Integras, and I can fly anything with those.
Integras or goggles too.
And out the two, actually, the Integra seems to be the better deal because I know I do wear glasses to read, but I don't need to do anything. I don't have any of those diopters in my Integras, and I have no problem seeing anything.
Well, Kai, you can now buy a pair of Integras on Amazon for $1,657.
Yeah.
Oh my lord, those are expensive.
Actually, I've seen Integras for as low as
2,200.
$320.
Damn. My lord.
Yeah, there's some opportunists
Yeah.
on Amazon that.
Okay, here we go. Here's a pair. Here's some for 377. There we go.
But
We
hey,
can.
we've got Prime Day coming up. What's that? October 7th and 8th. So hold on to your wallet till Prime Day shows. I know it's going to do a number on my wallet because I'm looking for new monitors.
Yeah, that's right. You're going for the big 50-inch or 49 or whatever.
Well, I'm actually on my latest installment now. I've been doing some digging, and it seems to me, and I'm cheap like you.
Well, I'm cheaper. You know
I'm
that. Come on,
probably
Kai.
not quite as cheap as you, but I'm.
I'm insulted, Kai, that you didn't call me cheaper. I've worked hard for this reputation.
But I'm
There
actually
we go.
looking at this one now.
Now, ooh, that's 317. That's a deal. 1440. That's what mine is.
Yeah,
What's the width?
they're 32s.
32s. So you go two 32s that are curved
Yeah.
at $600, and then that's a good. I mean, for what you pay for a single, okay. This is why the two is maybe a little bit smarter. I used to have when I had my dual monitor set up, I would put the camera in between the two monitors, and I liked that. I like to be able to split the two. That was nice. And then I would put them on separate desks, and then I would split it with a camera. This one you can't do that. You have to mount it clearly over the top.
Well, my thing is, if
One,
one goes out, you always have a second one to fall back onto.
yeah, and with the wide, with the yeah, but it's nice to
Where
lay out.
if you get the one, and actually to get the equivalent to 232s, you're buying the 57-inch one, and
Yeah,
that's a $2,000 bill these days.
that's way. Yeah, that's not a.
And I'm trying to warm up to the dual 27-inch, which the 49-inch is a dual. But then I'm looking at the curving on it, and all the Samsungs are 1000, so they're 1 meter radius, or there's some Edison monitors out there that are 1800. These are 1500, which
Yeah,
I think is actually more like the sweet spot for me.
it's just nice to have all that space. That's for sure. There's no.
Yeah. But I'm looking at these. I'm really. You also can get it in a 4K, but then no, that's the 34. They have a 4K version of this monitor. I think it is. Is this one? No, it's not that one. It's this one right here. These are two 4Ks, but 4K you end up reducing your resolution down because the shit in 4K everything gets so freaking small on your screen, even on a 32-inch, that it's just. I've bought one at one point and I just sent it back because there was the shit on the screen was too small.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's a huge problem with the high resolution is you just get these dinky little, and you can resize like the max, you can resize the, the
yeah,
bar. I always keep my bar on. I don't auto hide anything. And I can
and
drag.
this one is 180 hertz. So 180 hertz refresh rate on it.
Yeah, that's mine 160 max. I don't think I have it turned up to 160 because I don't game with it. I think it's just at 120 and then 60.
And these are Dell monitors. So
I like Dell. I've my other pair of 32s were Dell and they're great. I use them at work.
it says Alienware, but it's Alienware by Dell.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'll tell you something. I still rock my PC when I need to. It is still solid. That's for sure. I have not given up on the Avatar Goggles X yet either. I got myself in a financial squeeze recently, so I've had to wait on any feelings of moving forward. But I'm getting back to that. So
before you do anything, you need to get yourself a decent controller.
yeah, that's right. That's right. That once again, that was on that list of, and
And
I intend
honey, I
on.
saw your question earlier. I really haven't worked with the 915 on a Gemini yet. I did get a receiver in. It's laying in the drawer over there because I have not built the quad yet.
And we were talking about controllers. That's the GX12, right? Is that what it is? The GX? Is that what I'm? Yeah, right. Did I say that right?
The GX12.
Yeah, which is dual band, and
Yeah.
and then I can run the dual band receivers.
Yep.
And I need to go there. I mean, I talked about that. I need to get that direction. That's that expertise in, especially with the FPV quads. You have to dip your toe in that.
I've been trying to go fly for the past 2 weeks now, and I have not been able to do it. It's been one thing or another. Now, last week on birthday week, then this last weekend, we were out late on Saturday, so I was in no mood to get up Sunday morning to go anywhere. I actually had planned on going, but then, shit got late on Saturday, and I decided, nah, I'm going to just chill out. Because I also want to fly the Osmo camera and see what it does on my quad. So I have batteries charged. I've got them on the charger now to discharge because they've been sitting around for too long charged already. So
Yeah, I hate that when you get a wild hair up your butt to get going, and then you freaking charge some batteries, and then you freaking can't.
yeah,
Or say you charge one, you go out and fly. You're like, that's what I do. I just, when I could, I'm like, all right, I'm just going to charge one and then at least get one flight. And then you get there and you're like, why don't I have another battery? That's how it works every time, you know?
Well, next, I think next weekend we'll be going down to the coast. So I don't know. I have no idea when I'm going to be able to go. But we've been wanting to go to the coast for a while now, and between birthday parties, we have not been able to get out. So
Yep. I actually talked about this weekend, just doing nothing drone related or channel related, just completely just disconnect for a weekend. It's hard. It's hard when you get suckered into this freaking YouTube stuff. It's hard to make that choice. And that's one of the evils of it. And you know,
my work, a lot of shit happened at my work. They changed our schedule now. So I'm definitely not going to be able to start the stream anytime sooner because my official office hours now till 5.
yeah, no way. It's okay. At this time of year, it's
Well, somebody decided we're going to work later during, no, Monday through Thursday, and then, no, only work like half a day on Friday. Yet corporate is not too good at math because they want us office hours 7:30 till 5. So that's 9.5 hours, Monday through Thursday. So that leaves us for Friday, what, 2 hours?
yeah.
But on Fridays they want us from 7:30 till 3. So I'm kind of struggling to keep up with their math and that whole deal.
Yeah, you want a predictable schedule. That's for sure.
But they want us answering the phones from 7:30 till 5 during the week, or Monday through Thursday, and then from 7:30 till 3 on Friday. And I'm like, dude, you're gonna have to start coughing up overtime if you want us to answer phone on those schedules. So yeah. That's what happens when you're owned by a hedge fund. So anyhow, is it taco time yet?
I got to go get dinner tonight.
Oh,
So
so it's Thai food.
I think or Hawaiian food, which is rice and chicken. Yep.
Actually, our
Or
Hawaiian.
Greek. We got a Greek restaurant now. I can go there, but I save those guys for the weekend. They're not cheap.
I tell you what, we have a freaking Greek food trailer not too far from here. That's some good shit.
Yeah. Greek
And
is
I'm
good.
used to Greek from no, in Germany. No, Greek was one of our favorite places to go for dinner, especially since they always kicked in a little ouzo for afterward, to get the digestion going.
Ouzo.
Yeah, and then you get one, and you can't stand on one leg, so you have to have a second one. Okay. And then somehow there's a third one appears, and that don't work. So you got to have a fourth one, and next thing you know, you're walking home because the handy thing was it was literally around the corner from my parents' house to get to the Greek guy. So
And Kai's been sending me Oktoberfest videos too.
well, no, I'm just saying, don't piss off the servers.
I've got a crush going on right now with one of those servers online. So don't tell my wife that.
She
I don't
probably
know if it's because of
already
her ability to carry beer or or the fact that she's hits those she hits that freaking the sweet spot of hot German chicks. Yep, there she is. Oh my God. Don't show me that. That's a different one. That's different. That's a different lady. Maybe it is the same one.
That's why you don't piss off the server ladies. That is some serious weight that they're carrying.
Yeah, that's a freaking
It's a workout.
uh
And she does it with a smile.
yep. Oktoberfest. Yep. Dealing with a bunch of freaking drunk guys. Especially beer too. Beer makes you goofy in the right way. Especially large quantities of German beer. And then you get the music going, and next thing you know.
Here's yours.
Yep, that's it. You got it. That's my crush right there. She's like the queen. She's the queen of freaking beer carrying.
She'll knock you upside the head. You going for a loop, brother.
Yeah, she's got herself a good channel too. She's got great following. I forget what her name is, but
They make bank on those couple days, though, the 2 weeks. All right. Well, I think it is time to call it a day because I'm freaking hungry.
yeah, I know. I'm definitely to that point too. Well, like I
I'm
said, we got some.
hungry, and I think it's time because
I need a beer to get goofy. I bought
you
a.
need beer to get goofy.
I just
No,
bought a. I
you
just bought
don't
a
need
bunch
beer
of.
to get goofy.
I got a bunch of Guinness right now, and that to me is that's the beer I like to drink when I'm just chilling. I can drink lots of Guinness. To me, for some reason, it sits with me really good. I don't know what about it. That and any kind of Pilsner beer. Pilsner is another one that really sits well with me.
Well,
It's like part of my
I just
DNA.
had my, I guess, brother-in-law, if you want to call it that, decided to fill up my beer supply again. So I got a 6-pack of German goodness sitting down in the kitchen. I
Yep.
might have to tap into that.
Mini kegs.
So
Just for
all right,
the season. Alrighty.
let's get this over with.
I have
More about what's coming up next week. We don't know yet. It'll be random as normal.
yeah, we don't know. I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Fly High FPV says he's got more 04 units coming in, 04 Pros and 04 Lights.
Buy them fast. Buy them fast.
And oh, if you ever do buy the 04 light camera for replacement because your 04 light camera gave it up, like mine did, you'll get the calibration error, and there's nothing you can do about it because they will not calibrate. So
Yeah, pray it doesn't break.
instead of buying a new camera, just buy a whole new unit because that's what DJI will tell you to do. I
Yeah,
don't know why DJI is not selling a replacement camera for the light, but
I don't. Yeah, why you have to calibrate it?
it's more of a nuisance than anything else because that calibration error will not show up in your footage, on the recorded footage. It will show up in OSD footage though, but hey, it is what it is. So,
All right.
anyway, it is time. Y'all have a good night. We'll see you next week. Any more words of wisdom, Dad?
Nope. At least we have some stuff to talk about. I mean, even if it's like crazy crap, like, like, Mini 5 being too fat, anyway, it still gives us some conversation. And as far
If
as
y'all hit
DJI
that thumb
ban,
on the way out, please, I'd appreciate it.
as far as the DJI ban, just freaking don't just turn that off. Just turn it off and turn on your Amazon and then look at what the truth is. Okay. The truth is online and for sale.
Yeah.
There you go. And you can't get it fixed. Fix it yourself. If your mini breaks, buy another mini, take the parts off, scavenge it, mix and match, and then you'll have parts. Okay.
No.
There.
You take the new one, you fly it till you crash it, and then you use both of them and Frankenstein one out of the two.
Or you break it within your Amazon freaking purchase, and then you just say it was crap, and then you send it back.
Oh, did you see that? The guy ordered a Mini 5 Pro, and the box showed up, and it was all sealed on the outside. And no, he removed the film and couldn't get the box open. Had to shred the box open, and it was freaking filled with construction foam. The freaking spray foam.
Oh,
Yeah, no Mini 5 Pro in there at all.
oh, where'd you see that?
Oh, I think on Reddit is where.
Probably a rock in there or something, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
the only good thing is he bought it from Amazon, and Amazon, can back it and refund him the money and fight it out, duke it out with the seller. But yeah, that shit sucks.
Yeah, that's not fun. You can always buy yourself a Glee's Fun, and you can have all kinds of fun with Glee's Fun. The drone works. It works, and it's 6K images. All righty. Okay. Have a good one. All right.
Let me see if I can pull that picture up.
Oh, I guess we're not ending. All right.
Let's see. Well, I'm pulling.
Oh yeah, the picture of the surprise.
Yeah,
Horrible surprise.
No. I thought I saw it. No. Well, it could have been on Facebook too. Oh well, then can't find it. Yep, everybody, if you could hit the thumb on the way out, please, I appreciate it. And other than that, we'll see y'all next week, same time, same place. Unless Dad's got any more words of wisdom for us.
Same time, same time, same place. Keep the faith, man. Buy what's available and
Sell
it if you're afraid.
Thank y'all. We'll see you.
Bye.
Thanks.